Hey, what's up, y'all? Ooh, we got a lot of asparagus, a lot of chicken, a lot of salmon, a lot of rice. I think I owe a lot of the recent progress to eating as clean as possible. I recommend doing the same. There's a lot of ways to do it, not just like this, but try to stay away from those processed foods. I think a problem that I was having, not only was I like getting half as much protein as I should have, but I was also, I thought like supplementing entire meals with like protein bars or a protein shake was okay, and it's not. Yeah, it's not adequate, and it's even the good ones are like processed to all hell. Yeah, eat real food, supplement with protein, obviously, but yeah, eat food. Also, I wanted to say, man, say what you want about the guy. He's a homie. We've clashed heads before, but Max has some heart, dude, and I am very proud of him for taking on squats, and that's that. And I wish him the best to his progress, and I'm going to be watching the whole time, cheering him on. I think that you're a very big man for taking that on, even though I know you say it's like mechanically difficult for you, but you don't quit, man, and you're not afraid. And yeah, dude, I think that's awesome, and I'm proud of you. So keep it up, and I'll be watching that weight skyrocket. But please be safe, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I think another thing that I owe a lot of my gains to, literally, is trying to stay away from the drama crap. I want to dump my entire being sometimes into not necessarily the drama. The drama can be fun, but I don't want to touch that right now because I'm so focused. But just like getting into an argument and debating and getting someone to see eye to eye with you. I like doing that, but it's the most taxing thing on the planet, and I'm kind of over it. Not that I have, honestly, everything's cooled down, and I'm very happy, and I think that's why my gains are going up, so I'm gonna run with it. Now I wanted to tell just a goofy story, or not that goofy, but so I told you a story about how I made a mistake and got myself injured on my bicycle, but I'll tell you a story about how somebody else, I've got several of these stories, unfortunately, but this one was kind of serious. I've been riding my bike as my primary mode of transportation in Austin, basically my whole life past like 16. I've had a car intermittently, but it's just not as convenient for me, honestly. And I don't have to put gas into a bike, and I can do free cardio. But so I was in North Austin, and I was riding my bike, and I was bombing pretty well down a hill, nothing crazy, but probably a little over 20 miles an hour. And out of nowhere, this guy runs a stop sign. He wasn't going super fast, but he caught me very much off guard, and he was going probably like 20 or 25 miles an hour, and he fucking creamed me. But thank God he didn't, like, I'm very lucky. He hit like the bike frame and the front of my knee, which sucked really bad, but honestly it didn't fuck my knee up that bad. But so I'm going down a hill, down the street to my house is like over here. I'm going down. This guy's coming this way. He runs a stop sign that he has right here, hits me hard, but the bike frame took a lot of the force, so that was lucky. I shoot off the bike, and obviously, like, it happened so fast, it's not like I was like making a conscious decision, but unfortunately I like put my arm out to try to catch myself. And then I guess I kind of felt like a reaction, like before I hit the ground, I kind of knew it was a bad idea. So I kind of released the pressure on my arm as I hit to try to absorb it. So my elbow kind of hit really hard, not kind of, but my elbow hit the pavement really hard, and then I tumbled, and it fractured my arm above and below the elbow, which is one of the sources that I get from a darn tendonitis, besides just natural tendonitis and lifting. That's a huge source of tendonitis for me. It wasn't like a compound fracture, but it was a stress fracture up top, and then multiple hairline stress fractures below just from the impact. And luckily the way that I tumbled, honestly, I'm really glad I could have gotten the worst road rash ever. And I've heard that is one of the worst things to heal from, so I'm really glad that didn't happen. Obviously, I didn't want my arm to get broken in multiple places, but I also don't wear a helmet, so my head didn't hit the ground. My teeth stayed in my head. Fucked my arm up. Whatever. Could have been a lot worse. But another thing, the fucking seat post. I was really clamped down on the seat post, I guess because he scared me. Like, the seat post was like bent almost sideways, and the inside of my hips and around my groin were so destroyed and bruised. It was fucking bad. But I didn't feel that until a couple of days later. But the main part of this story is this asshole. Luckily, there's somebody behind us, okay, and I don't realize that yet. This asshole gets out of his fucking car, the guy that hit me, starts yelling at me, telling me that I fucked up and I need to be careful. What am I doing? And why am I biking in the road? And this and that. Like, I'm in fucking shock, dude. I just cannot believe what I'm hearing. I cannot believe it. And then he gets in his car and starts trying to drive away. And luckily the dude that's behind us tries to parallel park a little bit so he can't get away, and he still tries to go. So I take with my good arm my destroyed bicycle and I fucking toss it in front of his car, and he starts rolling into it until it's almost curled up underneath his car. And then he finally stops, and then finally the cops show up. Yeah, I ended up going to the hospital, and that's how I found out that I had the breaks in my arm and stuff. Didn't take a super long time to heal. I got lucky. My groin was super fucked up on both sides. That was not a fun heal. I was not fun. Also, rattling my kidneys and pissing blood was not cool for a couple of days, but that happened every once in a while in football, so obviously it's terrifying, but it could be, like I said, it could have just, I could be completely gone or brain dead, so, but dude, it was one of the only times in my life that I decided to follow through with legal action, not in terms of getting him in trouble, getting him arrested, but suing him for a fucking $9,000 medical bill. He didn't have fucking insurance. It took a year to break even, dead even, and I had to pay all those goddamn hospital bills out of my pocket just to break even. So that was annoying, but I learned a lot about how insurance works and how bureaucracy, how that works. And yeah, I learned that I should probably start wearing a helmet, which I don't. But yeah, I was super lucky. Yeah, and I just wanted to share that. I want to start sharing more stories about myself and obviously other things. But yeah, y'all have a good night, and stay tuned for more strength. I'll tell you that.